Hi everyone, it's Ruby G. Welcome to Truth in Neurons. Today we're going to be talking about the 5-minute lie, why Brian Kohberger couldn't have committed this crime. Before we get to Brian's prison footage, let's talk about what the state's theory actually demands from a human body. The prosecution claims 4 victims, 3 floors, under 5 minutes, silent entry, 4 rapid fatal engagements, no time to miss, no time to fumble, and an exit so clean there's barely any forensic trace. In physical terms, here's what that means. Speed, moving room to room with sprint-level acceleration, covering multiple points in the house in under 300 seconds. Strength, overpowering adult victims instantly, even if they resist or fight back. Precision, inflicting deep, targeted wounds to vital organs in seconds. Endurance, sustaining high exertion without slowing, while under the psychological stress of committing multiple murders. Now compare that to the real Brian Kohberger we see in recent prison videos. He moves with Tai Chi slowness, deliberate, measured and unhurried. His shoe-shining motions are repetitive and controlled, not explosive. He places objects with meticulous care. This is not the movement profile of someone capable of a rapid, chaotic assault. The media has even mocked the defense for raising Brian's autism, saying it's not an excuse because he enjoys running and can clock miles on foot. But that's a fundamental misunderstanding of neurodiversity and motor control. Yes, Brian may be able to run long distances. That's a gross motor skill. But he reportedly struggles with fine motor tasks like buttoning a shirt. And that's fine motor agility, an entirely different neurological process. People with autism spectrum disorder or developmental coordination disorder can excel in repetitive, predictable movements like jogging, yet still have significant difficulty with rapid, complex, high-pressure tasks requiring precision, grip changes, quick sequencing, and sensory regulation, exactly the kind of demands a multi-victim knife attack would impose. We can see that his gait lacks fluid athletic explosiveness we'd expect in a close quarters knife attack. His upper body motion is restricted, suggesting limited gross motor coordination. His posture is rigid, consistent with traits seen in autism spectrum disorder, OCD, and developmental coordination disorder. From a forensic psychology perspective, individuals with DCD often have slower reaction times and reduced ability to adapt to fast-changing movement demands. ASD-related sensory sensitivities can make chaotic, high-contact violence overwhelming or even physically disorientating. Now factor in the autopsy evidence. Varying wound types from deep controlled penetrations to erratic peripheral injuries, and in some cases, complete absence of defensive wounds. That's consistent with multiple attackers. It's not consistent with a lone frenzied blitzer in 5 minutes. When we overlay Brian's observed physical reality with the state's required performance, the gap isn't small. It's a chasm. The physical capabilities they need him to have are not the capabilities he demonstrates. So the question becomes, is it more likely that the Brian we see on camera suddenly morphed into a lightning-fast assassin for one night? Or that the timeline, the evidence, and the narrative have been shaped to fit him because the alternative, multiple perpetrators, possible staging, and an inside link is too messy for the state to admit. That's all for today's episode of Truth and Neurons. If you found this analysis helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below with your thoughts on the ethics of media commentary in high-profile cases. Until next time, keep thinking critically and questioning everything. Cheers, bye.